Well, good afternoon here, softball fans. Welcome to Western High School for high school softball action this afternoon. It's a beautiful 70-degree-ish day. Wind's blowing kind of out to left field right now. So Western Wildcats are going to host the Camp Point Central Panthers. Wildcats are coming off of 3 wins in a row here, as they were they all home wins, Reese? No, it was Calhoun Friday night.
Yeah, I missed that Calhoun game. It's been so long since we played, it feels like.
Yeah.
It's been a full week now, hasn't it?
Yeah, we don't seem to play real often.
That'll change here shortly, though.
Wildcats beat Calhoun 12-7 down in Calhoun. Then, of course, they had Pleasant Hill here 18-3, and then a thriller in an 8th-inning victory on a walk-off shot by Allison Woods.
I'm not sure if Thriller does it the right justice with how that game ended.
You about lost your voice that night.
That was a fun game. I heard some feedback from people that said I about jumped through the TV at them.
I believe that was what they expected from you. Camp Point Central, on the other hand, they come into this one. They are 3-2. They have defeated Minden Unity, Astoria, VIT, and Quincy Blue Devils, which was a good win for them, 8-3. They've got 2 losses on the year to 2 very good squads in the likes of Pittsfield and Triopia. We've got the coaches meeting happening here at home plate. Got to give a little shout out to our baseball boys yesterday, or no, it was 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, big win down at North Green. We were planning to have that one here on tap, and
unfortunately, Mother Nature did not agree with that sentiment.
Yeah, they had to move it on down. All right, do you want to talk starting lineups yet, or do we want to wait for that?
Let's get. I think we can get.
Let's do some of
Westerns in here first, and still be in the field first. So, for the Lady Wildcats tonight, a similar lineup in terms of people in it and spots in the order, but let's go through it. Reese Bushmeyer, she will catch per usual and lead off. Lauren White batting second, playing center. Brindley McQuay is batting third, and she is back over to shortstop. Sophie Reneker will pitch and bat cleanup for Western. Allison Woods, the hero from the Greenfield Northwestern victory, will bat fifth and play left. Emma Dixon will play first and bat sixth. Ava Fessler is the designated player, batting seventh. Briley Westfall hitting eighth and in right field. And Alyssa Barais, who hit her first career home run, will bat ninth and play second base. And the flex will be Lexi McMullen at third.
All right, looks like we are getting ready for national anthems here as Coach Reneker's queuing that up. One note on Allison Woods. She comes in batting .409. We've talked about it throughout the year. She's been our most consistent hitter.
I'm no stats guru, but that's over 400 batting average is not too bad.
No, and here's some stats for you that are fun. Chloe Kearns, we played Beardstown. Chloe Kearns, probably one of the top pitchers we're going to face. Allison hits a home run off of her. Then we go down to Calhoun, and a very good pitching squad, and Allie has 3 hits there. We're going to step away. We've got the national anthem. We'll be back right here on tap.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need 1 load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
I'm Chris Nichols, Managing Broker and Owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
All right, welcome back here as National Anthem starting lineups are complete. Let's go through the starters here for Camp Point, Reese.
Yeah, real quick here for Camp Point Central. Emma Stevens will lead off. She will pitch as well. Ashlyn Mace is the right fielder wearing number 28 and batting second. In the 3-hole is Gwen Houston, the shortstop. Batting fourth is Braisley Allison, the first baseman. Hitting fifth is Ella Vinverlow out in left field. Sixth will be Sophie Kramberg at third base. Seventh will be McKinley Rittenhouse at second. Eighth will be Gracie Giles in center. And then finally, ninth will be the other Stevens, Allie Stevens, catching.
All right, Emma Stevens going to step into bat first. Sophie Reneker pitching. Emma comes in batting .538, 7 hits on 13 at-bats.
First pitch taken low for ball one, and that's how we get underway for the first time here in a while. The freeze out yesterday, I say that lightly because I think it was a very playable day, but obviously did not happen. Next one from Reneker is above the zone, but swung at by Emma Stevens for strike one.
Yeah, got her to chase a little bit there.
Feel refreshed after that week off. The voice is ready to go. A little bit of a cold, but we're ready. Next one from Reneker is fouled off the chest piece of Bushmeyer. 1-2 count here. Reneker will look for her first strikeout and really to pick up where she left off at strikeout-wise there towards the latter half with Greenfield. 1-2 pitch from Reneker. Called strike 3 at the top of the zone. Good start for Sophie as Emma Stevens goes down looking.
Always interesting to learn the strike zone.
Sure, with an umpire we're unfamiliar with too. Brings in Ashlyn Mace, the left-handed hitting right fielder for Camp Point Central. She'll slap bunt at that one, a little bit of a half swing, fouled off the backstop, strike one.
Mace comes in batting .375 on the year. She's got 6 hits across 16 at-bats, 5 RBIs on the season.
Good sign for Sophie. She's going to get ahead here. Next one to her. It's another half swing. Pop back to Sophie. She'll range backwards and make the catch in, I guess we'll call that the Bermuda rectangle. I don't really know what was going on there, but nonetheless, an easy pop out for Sophie.
It's good to see everybody converge on that one.
Sophie quickly 1 out away from getting the Wildcats up to bat. Brings in the 3-hole hitter Gwen Houston. First one she sees is out and away, ball 1. 3 batters in. Sophie has thrown 1 first pitch strike and 2 first pitch balls. She rocks, readies, fires. Up above the zone, past the glove of Bushmeyer for ball 2. If Houston can reach, that will bring in the 4-hole hitter and first baseman, Braisley Allison. Sophie behind 2-0. Not going is Houston for ball 3, way ahead. See if Reneker is able to battle her way back here. 3-0 pitch from her is hit back up the middle and over the head of McQuay into center for a 2-out base hit. And obviously a lot of confidence there in Gwen Houston from the Camp Point Central coaching staff to have her swinging 3-0. The aforementioned Allison, Braisley Allison that is, playing first base defensively, will come to the plate, readjust her helmet. First one from Reneker. Up and out of the zone. They do check down on Houston. She's back in there safely. Next one from Reneker. Swung at and missed. Oh, and kind of in a no man's land, throws a little late and will allow Houston to dive back in there. She wanted to go on almost a little bit of a delayed steal look, but held up.
Yeah, you like to see Bushmeyer come up firing there. I think she'd have had her.
It's the inexperience of a freshman, though. Next one from Reneker, 1-1 pitch, up and out of the zone. They're going to throw down again, and they're going to get that pick. It looks like that's what Camp Point Central was wanting, and they get that result that time, as Houston will meander down to second. Dixon caught that with looking like the intent to tag. Maybe that's one where a little more communication out of Western to tell her that she's going.
You know, we saw that a lot last year. They would throw down to Stolte, and nobody would tell her. She'd put the tag on.
Fouled off the backstop, runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A base hit should give Central a 1-0 lead. Reneker's back on the mound, 2-2 pitch. Off speed, grounded to McMullen. She'll make the long throw across the diamond. Look like a piece of cake for out number 3. A 2-out single from Gwen Houston is erased. We'll go to the bottom of the first, tied at 0.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
Reese Bushmeyer will lead off the bottom of the first for Western. Pitching for Camp Point will be Emma Stevens. First one from Stevens is a called strike at the top of the zone, similar to the pitch that Stevens herself went down looking on.
Emma has thrown most of the innings so far here for Camp Point. She's got 22 innings. Next best is going to be 5. Emma's carrying a 4.0 ERA.
Got a big long windup. Misses inside and low with that 0-1 pitch.
Bushmeyer's batting .304 on the season. 7 hits across 23 at-bats.
1-1 pitch to her. Swung at, missed. Strike 2. After Bushmeyer, it will be Lauren White and Brindley McQuay to round out the first 3 hitters in the Western lineup. Bushmeyer back in the box and ready for the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, Bushmeyer able to stay back just enough and fight it off to live another day. Reese has really thrived here in this leadoff role since they moved her into the spot.
Yeah, we've seen her have a lot of big hits. She had one there in that Greenfield game in that bottom of the 8th inning.
She'll swing and miss that one up above the zone for the first strikeout for Emma Stevens and the first out for the Lady Wildcats. Lauren White, the center fielder, to the box. Gets her signal down from third base, and if we know anything about Lauren, that signal is likely to be maybe lay down a bunt. We'll see. God, somebody should just pay me $1 million.
I guess so.
I think I mentioned this the other day, but you can tell when our girls are wanting to do something because they take an extra long look down there. White's back in the box. Way up in the box, as Stevens isn't exactly a fireballer herself. Next one to White. She'll swing at this one and take a healthy hack. To no avail. Strike 2. Wildcat Beach again occupied by a sole participant.
I think that's old Bob Lister out there.
0-2 pitch to Lauren. She'll pop that up, and it's going to get out of play, almost into the trash can.
And what a snag.
He was ready to throw that back into the field. Came up firing, ready to go. He looked like a shortstop. White is behind 0-2. Pitch from Emma Stevens. Off speed has White way out in front, unable to hold back, and Emma Stevens will get her second victim to the strikeout. Brings in the 3-hitter for Western, shortstop Brindley McQuay. Nobody on, 2 outs, similar to how That would have been Gwen Houston singled in the top of the frame. First one from Stevens to McQuay. She'll foul that one off and an attempt at a play maybe. Strike one. And a big adjustment here for Western is going to be to sit back on these pitches. Stevens is not throwing hard by any means, but you can tell these Western hitters are ready to go and used to seeing a little more speed. 0-1 pitch, low, ball one.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last year too. You know, the speed just changes. It really messes you up.
Almost on a pitcher by pitcher basis. You never know what a team will have. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and pitch to McQuay is low as well. Runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
McQuay's batting .235 on the season, .833 OPS.
Taken up for ball 3. How many people at home do you think know what OPS means? If they do, I greatly respect their knowledge of the game of baseball and softball. It's my favorite stat.
Maybe you should explain it to him, Reese.
That would be on base plus slugging. I will continue that explanation here after this 3-1 pitch that McQuay hits over the head of Houston for a 2-out single. And that was almost the exact same thing that Houston did to her in the first.
Yeah, just about the same spot.
So OPS, that would be your on-base percentage plus slugging. Of course, your on-base percentage is just how often you reach base, and your slugging percentage is the percentage of your hits that are extra base hits. So a double, a triple, or a home run. If you add up your on-base percentage and your slugging percentage, that is how you get your OPS. And it is the top used stat in professional ball-to-bat community. Strike one by Reneker. I wasn't trying to word that, ball-to-bat community.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Definitely one of the stats you follow the most.
A 1 coming to Reneker. She'll hit that one hard back up the middle and allow McQuay to advance to second, where she will stop with 2 outs. A little bit of a 2-out rally here for Western after back-to-back singles from McQuay and Reneker. Allison Woods, the hero from the game a week ago, next to bat. Good candidate for a big-time 2-out knock here. A lot of room in right center. First one from Emma Stevens to Woods is low. Allison offers for strike one.
Allie comes in leading the team in RBI. She's got 7 of them, 9 hits on 22 at-bats, batting just over 400. She's come across 9 times.
Does she have her phone in her back pocket?
And no, that's her that's her armband.
Correct, yeah. Look down there in the way the sun's shining off of it. You never know. I mean,
I thought it at first too, yeah.
A lot of them are down there pre-game getting the music already. A pitch was low for ball 1. Ball 1 strike, the count to Allison. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. She'll chase that one above the zone and falls behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big spot here for Emma Stevens. Gets a little feedback there from the dugout. Watch the changeup, says Lauren White. Lauren, of course, fell victim to that changeup. 1-2 pitch. Hit to second base. The easy play is going to be at first base for McKinley Rittenhouse to retire the side. 2 2-out hits for Western. Do not score. We go to the second, tied at 0.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Tiger Hawk.
From phone to email to covering your IT department, Tiger Hawk is here to fulfill Quincy's IT needs. In a digitally evolving world, your IT and security must be top of mind. Tiger Hawk is here to prioritize and manage these spaces for you. But don't take my word for it.
Tiger Hawk Technologies to me means our IT is taken care of and we have peace of mind sleeping at night. The one thing I love about Tiger Hawk is I can get a hold of somebody 24/7, 365 and get our problem solved immediately.
Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? Megan Wilson, your local agent with Hometown Real Estate and Pioneer Land Sales, can help. Call her today at 217-257-9401.
Top of the second here as the inning changes over. Ella Vimberlow, the left fielder for Camp Point Central, to lead off. First one she sees from Sophie's low for ball one.
A bit of clapping over there in the dugout.
Trying to get behind their girls. Their teammates, I should say. Wind is sure blowing hard to left field. Just below the knees for ball number 2. Sophie definitely throws a little harder than Emma Stevens, to say the least. 2-0 pitch from Sophie. Grounded right back to her. Can of corn. Out number 1. 6-hole hitter to the plate here. Sophie Kramberg, the third baseman, wears the 2-2 jersey. Start getting a little more creative when I say the jersey numbers, like 11 times 2 is up to bat or something. Taking low, ball 1 to Kramberg. Get the technology problem figured out.
We're working on it. School Wi-Fi decided to flake out on us again.
I can't believe that would ever happen. 1-0 pitch is hit into the right center alley. White's going, gets a horrible bounce, and it sneaks by her. She's going to pick it up and toss it into second and limit Kramberg to a 1-out double. And nothing Lauren could do about that. She had that ball tracked down, and it was going to be a single. Instead, it clipped some type of hole in the ground and shot past her. Nothing she could do about that one.
Lauren's very fast out there in the outfield.
And she's going to hear
and I
from
thought
me
she made a great play. I mean, she was.
Sure looked like it. She's going to hear from me tomorrow about using her glove hand to pick that ball up, too. Brings in the 8-hole hitter here, the 7-hole hitter, McKinley Rittenhouse. She took the first pitch for a ball, swings at the second pitch for a strike. One ball, one strike count. Renneker's next one is off speed and has Rittenhouse way out in front. Rittenhouse thought that was strike 3, and maybe it was. Oh, I was unaware that was, first one was in the dirt after, and that was a strike. Wow, okay. So that will be a strikeout and an E1. Yes, that will go down as a wild pitch and a strikeout. Kramberg advanced to third on that, and as well is Rittenhouse taking second on the fielder's indifference. It's Gracie Giles here, the 8-hole hitting center fielder. Captain, help me out here on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Giles. Fouled off to stay alive as the wind is
howling. I don't know if you guys can hear that at home or not, but it is breezy.
Doesn't feel bad, though, compared to the sun just hammering away on your back. Giles is behind 1-2, 1 out. She'll swing and miss at that one from Sophie for the second out of the inning. Western's gotten 2 strikeouts and a ground ball back to Sophie, however, that was an out. However, there's only 2 outs in the inning. It's the 9-hole hitting catcher here for Central. She will take ball 1 low. That's Allie Stevens.
Emma's younger sister, Allie, not your normal 9-hole hitter. She's batting .300 on the year.
That'll do. That'll do. Just swing and miss at that one from Sophie for strike 1.
At the next commercial break, we're going to flip over to a different internet source.
I can only imagine how wildly successful that'll be. Got to get Allie Stevens out here with Emma Stevens on deck, the top of the lineup, due up. 2-1, swung at miss for strike 2. Good one from Sophie. Sophie, a chance here with a strikeout, or I guess anything back to her, could retire or could record 4 outs herself this inning. 2-2 pitch. Low, nice play by Reese to keep it in front and runs the count full. Big spot here. Go ahead run on third base, top of the second. That runner at third is Sophie Kramberg. Full count pitch. Hit in the air to left. Woods charges on. She's not going to be able to get it, and it's going to get past her and to the wall. We're going to have the runner go all the way to third is Allie Stevens, and that is where she will stop with a 2-out triple to vault Camp Point to a 2-0 lead.
Another tough hop out there for
Sure was.
Woods.
And, yeah, and that's my reasoning for
the triple.
yes.
Yeah, I'd like to say single with an error, but I'm not sure that was a playable ball.
Yeah, that not maybe the best route either, but also took a nasty hop similar to the one White had out there in center. So that dropped third strike is going to come back to bite Western as Allie Stevens makes Western pay. And another base knock from her sister Emma Stevens could just as soon give Camp Point a 3-0 lead. Takes a good hard pitch from Sophie for strike one. Stevens struck out looking to start the game.
Allie Sorensen in to pinch run down there at third base for Stevenson.
Swung at and missed by Emma Stevens for strike two. That should be illegal to have two people with the last name back-to-back in your lineup. 0-2 pitch to Emma Stevens. Renneker rocks, readies, fires low. Bushmeyer able to keep it close and keep the runner at third. One-two pitch. Up above the zone. Stevens able to hold off for ball two. Two. Taken low. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This was the spot where her sister Allie Stevens came through big. 3-2 pitch, low. Emma Stevens is going to battle all the way back from down 0-2 and record a walk.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Emma Stevens as well.
So noted, Stevens, good batters. They don't run as the battery duo.
Looks like it's going to be Lolo Johnson checking in to pinch run there at first base.
Ashlyn Mace, who popped back to Sophie, her first time up, will bat now. Mace is the slap punter. She'll slap that down the line, and it's going to get foul.
I just went ahead and did it. It won't take long. There, it's already reconnected.
0-1 pitch to Mace. Little half swing to McMullen. Easy play for Lexi McMullen. Camp Point scores 2 on the back of an Allie Stevens 2-out triple. Western trails Camp Point Central 2-0.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
Emma Dixon to lead off the bottom of the second. She'll take that first one way above the zone. Emma Stevens, of course, still on the mound for Camp Point. Popped out a play by Emma.
Well, that wind really is blowing pretty good. That one should have made the parking lot.
Gets up there in the air and just pushes towards left. Well, I say a lot of right-handed hitters. All right-handed hitters for Western and 8 for Central, so anything up in the air has a chance. 1-1 pitch from Emma. Way off speed. Inside for ball 2. That might have been a 15-mile difference on that pitch. That's hard to hold back on. 2-1 pitch coming. Rock and fire. Dixon will swing through it for strike 2. We've said repeatedly here, Emma Stevens does not throw hard, but she is effective, throws a lot of strikes. Counts even 2 balls and 2 strikes. The offer, way off speed, popped up. Emma Stevens is under it for out number 1 in the bottom of the second. And between the two teams, that is the 3rd soft hit little, or maybe 4th little soft fly ball back to the pitcher. It's a big day today for Ava.
Yeah, big birthday.
Big old 16th birthday for Ava. Happy birthday to Ava. Mad at her. She skipped public speaking today to go get her driver's license. I said I wasn't offended, but she could have picked any of the other hours to skip and chose my class. So.
I don't blame her.
1 ball, 1 strike offering to Ava. She'll swing and miss at that one for strike 2. Said Stevens has been throwing a lot of strikes. She has only been behind once after 2 pitches in the game. Next one, way above the zone. Ava lays off, ball 2.
Stevens has thrown 29 pitches.
How many strikes?
20 of them for strikes.
20 strikes. Believe that. 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3. Ava works the count full and will have an opportunity to record a base hit or ball 4. Full count pitch to Ava. She'll foul that off and stays alive. Ball goes all the way back to the school. Hard to believe it's the 2nd week of April here, and we're about, what, 6 weeks into the softball season?
Yeah.
Full count pitch again. Ava will ground it to second. That play is made there by McKinley Rittenhouse for out number 2. Briley Westfall, 7-hole hitter, right fielder, will need to spark a 2-out rally of her own. A lot of 2-out hitting today between the two teams. First one, Briley sees from Stevens. Big, long windup. It's off speed. She'll ground that to the shortstop. A long throw for Gwen Houston. Not going to be in time, and that will be an infield single for Briley. Couldn't have found a better spot with that ball. Briley was way out in front of that pitch, but got just enough of the bat head on it. Grounded it past the 3rd baseman, Cranberg, and made the throw too far for Houston on the slow roller. Here's Alyssa. Big spot for Alyssa. How about another 2 straight games with a home run? How about that?
You'd have to hit her high and left.
Big swing out of her for strike 1. If Barrise can reach, turns the lineup over and gives Bushmeyer a chance for Western. Oh, 1 coming. Stevens, Barrise, way up above the zone. Nice play there by Allie Stevens on one that could have easily got to the backstop and allowed Westfall to advance to second. Alyssa back in the box, 1-1 pitch, up above, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Low, ball 3. First pitch swing and strike, 3 straight balls. Great opportunity here. Three ball, 1 strike pitch. Swung at and missed for strike 2. Big swing there out of Alyssa, trying to do some damage with it. Full count pitch. Westfall at first with a 2-out single. Up above, chased for strike number 3 to retire the side. Western unable to capitalize on the Westfall 2-out single. Will go to the third. Central 2, Western 0.
Lister Auction Service does estate, consignment, and real estate auctions. Contact Bob or Megan today for all your auction needs.
Top of the third, Gwen Houston will be the first Central hitter. Takes that low for ball 1. I'm kind of guessing on that. I didn't hear the umpire make a strike noise. I was still looking down. That's hit into center. White's got a long ways to go. No problem for Lauren. Wrong girl for them to hit it too.
Great play from Lauren there, ranging to her right.
Yes, really nice play out there in center by Lauren. No problem with that. Ball 1 to 4-hole hitter, Braisley Allison playing first. Big swing for strike 1.
Allison way behind that pitch. Like to see Soph stick with that fastball.
Dialed back. Allison adjusts a bit. Sophia ahead 1-2. That's hit down the right field line. It's going to stay fair as some chalk nearly kicks up. And a single for Braisley Allison that quite literally could not have been better if she would have walked out there and sat it down herself. It was not a bad pitch at all either from Sophie. In on the hands, and Allison fought it down the right field line.
I think it surprised everybody that it landed right there. Sure seemed like, that, from our view, that it was going to continue to curve.
Here's Ella Vinverlo taking strike 1.
Got a couple young men out there on the beach.
Yes, we do. Bob Lister's moved on. That pitch was low for ball 1. I believe that's maybe Brendan Miller and Braden Smith.
That's what it looks like from here.
1-1 pitch from Sophie. Swung at and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, I think Bob decided it was a little warm for the beach today.
Either that or the fact that I don't think he had sunglasses and he was looking directly into the sun.
That is very possible.
1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Sophie. Grounded to McMullen. She comes up firing, and they get the force at second. Nice play by Lexi and a nice job by Alyssa to get there.
Yeah, great heads-up play there from McMullen. Get the lead runner.
So a fielder's choice 5-4 on that one. Strike 1 to Karamberg swinging. Oh, 1 pitch up above the zone, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Swung at and missed. Strike 2. Sophie looking for strikeout number 4 on the day with this pitch. Off speed. Bounces to Reese. Ball 2. Count is even. 2-2 pitch. Way up above the zone, and it's going to allow Cranberg to get to second. And now, a single should give Camp Point a 3-0 lead. Got to forget about the runner on second and get this out. 3-2 pitch. Low ball 4. Another 2-out rally brewing for Camp Point. How many pitches is that for Sophie to this point?
That was her 57th pitch.
2 2/3 so far for Sophie. McKinley Rittenhouse chases that one low for strike 1. A 1. Bunt shown. That's bunted right back to Sophie. Long throw to Alyssa. Makes it look easy. Out number 3 as Camp Point is unable to take advantage of a little 2-out action. Bottom 3. Western still trails by 2.
Trendsetters Flooring in Palmyra, Missouri, the newest and hottest flooring company around. With over 30 years of expertise, our sales and service staff are here to help guide you to the floor of your dreams. With Trendsetters Flooring, every install is backed by our name, our reputation, and our promise. We do it all under one roof. We cut it, we handle it, we install it, and we back it. That's the Trendsetters promise. We are local, loyal, and built to last, located just off Highway 61 in Palmyra, Missouri. Stop in and experience the Trendsetters difference.
The Place in Barry offers Lotus drinks, iced coffees, hand-dipped ice creams, milkshakes, and much more. They are located in Barry on the corner of Mortimer and Decatur Street. Stop in for their drink of the week today. TA Productions would like to thank Bushmeyer Farms, Chad and Lindsay Reneker of Western Collision Center, Tacos Tequila, and Quincy Medical Group for being sponsors of today's broadcast.
Here's Bushmeyer to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Apologies for the laughters. Afton's trying to make jokes here. Keyword trying. Ball 1. Bottom 3, Camp Point leads 2-0 on an Allie Stevens 2-out triple. Reese tried to duck that one out of the way of that one, but it was in there for strike.
Yeah, the ducking never helps. That's one thing you learn early on in travel ball. When you duck, the umpires like to call you.
1-1. Big swing from Reese. She'll come up empty. Strike 2.
Sounded like she got a piece of that one.
I think you're right. Fouled that into the catcher's glove. She is behind 1 ball and 2 strikes as the wind whips. Off speed, she'll hit that one high in the air to Ella Vinverlow, who tracks it down nicely for out number 1. And we've talked about that wind blowing out to the left. She just popped that thing up. That was, might have been on the turf at normal conditions, and it just carried and carried and carried. Vinverlow made a nice play on it. Brings in Lauren White. She struck out swinging her first time up. First pitch she saw last time she tried to place a bunt down. She shows bunt. I would imagine she'll pull back here. Usually when she tries to bunt for a base hit, she shows late. Taken on the inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 pitch. This time she will bunt. It's foul for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. White stands out of Lauren, way up in the box. Off speed. Lauren sits back on it. That's going to get all the way to the wall past the center fielder, Grace Giles. Throw is going to come to the cutoff. Houston, she'll come up throwing to third. Throw is not in time. And a 1-out triple from Lauren. Big time knock for Lauren.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there.
And that was hit on the ground, but Giles took a tough angle at it out there in center field and was not able to get it. And I think she could have kept White to a single if she was able to make a good play on it, but got past her into the wall.
As soon as it got past her, you knew Lauren was on her way.
They're going to say Brindley does offer at that first one for strike 1. Close to begin with. I thought that pitch could have been called a strike. It was not. 0-1 from Stevens. About the same spot. Apparently, the last one was a ball, and it was only on Brindley's check swing because those were very similar pitches. Good job by Stevens to go back to that last spot where she had success. 1-1 is the count. Brindley singled her first time up. She'll pop this one foul and out of play. For strike 2. It's like turning around and seeing who's going to try to make a play on a foul ball.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch. That lady wasn't concerned at all. She was on her phone playing on it. She glanced at it, and that was it.
Had no worries. Brindley behind 1-2 here. White at third. Big run down there. Lays off the pitch above the zone. Ball 2. Even count here. Pitch from Stevens. Off speed and way above the zone. McQuay spit on that one about halfway to the plate. Full count, Lauren White at third. Sophie Reniker on deck. Hit hard and up the middle. Another single from McQuay. No, that's going to get all the way to the wall. She's going to get extra bases out of that. White will score easily, and McQuay will get into second with a 1-out double. Back-to-back extra base hits for Western, and they have cut the Camp Point Central lead in half.
Nice piece of hitting there from McQuay.
Got solid bat on that one, and again, rolls all the way to the wall. Sophie Reniker, she also singled her first time up. She's got a runner in scoring position as well. First one she sees from Stevens is hit hard to Houston. Houston with a nice backhand play. Going to have to be a tough one to get Reniker. Not in time. Now McQuay's going to advance to third. Her slide. She's in there safely as the throw is dropped. And Reniker smartly takes second base.
Awkward slide there for Brindley. I'm not sure if
I don't know if we're going to call that a slide or a face
I think she was
plant.
looking to go feet first and decided to dive last second.
And a little meeting here on the mound for Camp Point Central.
Did you? How did you score that one, Reese? Single or air?
I am going to score that one as an air because she fielded it cleanly and did not make. Well, I know she. Well, I mean, it was an easy play. She a back. Allison Woods, second and third. The lead is at second base here. That's Sophie Brindley at third. Fouls that one off the face mask of Allie Stevens. Strike 1.
2 big runners out there here for Woods. Team leader in RBIs.
Good hitter in this spot. She grounded out to second her first time up. Another one of those would score McQuay. Central seems content with seeding that run, with at least with the middle infield, that is. Woods takes it up, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one from Stevens, way up above the zone. And that will lead to McQuay scoring and knotting the game at 2. I think Emma's telling her sister, can't you be about 5 or 12 or 16 feet taller to catch that one?
Grow a little.
Two balls, 1 strike is the count. Big swing, fouled back for strike 2. Two pitch to Woods. She'll hammer that one to center. Back goes the center fielder, Gracie Giles, and she'll put it away, but that's a sac fly. Allison Woods does her job and gives Western a 3-2 lead.
Wildcats up 3-2 here on the Great River scoreboard. Brings up Emma Dixon with 2 outs. Good piece of hitting from Allie.
Absolutely was. Hit that plenty deep enough to score, Sophie. Emma takes that one low, ball 1. Emma popped back to the pitcher first time up. That's hit well and into the left center gap. Giles meanders over, picks it up, tosses it to her cutoff. And a 2-out single from Emma. She looks to get the line moving again. Ava Fessler. How about a 2-out little ball over the fence from Ave here on her birthday?
Yeah, it'd be a nice celebration.
Swings at that one for strike 1. Ava grounded out to second her first time up. A 1 pitch to her. That's a low, ball 1. Next one to her. She'll ground that one back to Emma Stevens. Comes up firing across for out number 3. Western responds with 3 runs at the bottom of the 3rd. They'll go to the 4th, leading Camp Point Central 3-2.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 217-222-7173 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Whether you're looking for branding photos, family portraits, newborn sessions, senior pictures, or even wedding photography, Addie Elizabeth Photography has you covered. Professional, creative, and passionate about telling your story through timeless images. Call today to book your session and let Addie help you capture life's most meaningful moments.
First pitch to Giles is bunted foul for strike 1. Gracie Giles struck out swinging her first time up. She is behind, no balls and 2 strikes. O2 to her, bounces in. She steps out of the way of it. I'm sure coach is thinking, you were behind O2, let it hit you.
Yeah, take that one. Get us a base runner here.
And she's saying, Coach, you're not the one that has to wear that off the ball of the ankle. 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Good job by Giles just to get a piece of that good pitch. One ball, 2 strike pitch again. Off speed. Gets her swinging. Sophie's 5th strikeout. Allie Stevens, she was the one who put Central ahead. She'll step in here, much less of a heroic spot, but an opportunity to get on with 1 out. Allie Stevens takes ball 1.
That's an interesting cheer. From
That
the
sure
other dugout.
was. I actually think it was her sister making that
some
noise.
odd noises.
Okay, Afton says it was not. So,
Emma and Allie are 2 of the quietest girls.
Are
you'll
they
ever
really?
meet.
What's
Nice.
the age difference between them?
Sophomore and freshman.
Sophomore and freshman.
Allie's a freshman.
Allie is way ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. Ball 4, and Stevens of the Allie variety will again reach base.
And I'm sure we'll get that pinch runner for. Maybe not.
No 2-out courtesy run.
Is Emma a
There's only
junior?
1 out.
F says Emma's a junior. So how about that? A junior and a freshman.
I'll take it. Called strike 1.
Moral of the story, we're going to deal with them again next year.
Good way to put it. If who was watching? Big swing out of Emma. Strike 2. No, Afton, I do not. I do not know. Oh, 2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Contrary to what the scoreboard says, the count is 0-2.
I've got it at 1-2 as well.
I believe it is now 1-2. After what's the count? Oh, look at that.
Good job, Reese. I was just following with the scoreboard.
You can't trust that scoreboard.
And they went with it. They're 2-2 out there.
Double down. Do well in Vegas. 1-2 pitch coming from Sophie. Ooh, just up. Ball 2. Sophie was ahead 2-0. Or 0-2. Now it's 2-2. About the same spot. Emma able to lay off again to run the count full. Hit into right, and that's going to get past Westfall and to the wall. Emma rounds first, Allie rounds third. Emma's going to keep going. Throw is not going to be in time, and that will tie the game for Camp Point Central at 3 apiece. The Stevens doing all the damage back-to-back. Well, I guess not back-to-back triples, but a triple for each. Got where I was going with that eventually. Emma scores Allie all the way from first. Brings in Ashlyn Mace. She'll bunt again, a really good bunt. Lexi's not going to have a play, and Ashlyn Mace will bunt her way aboard with a single. What do you mean, how is that a single? Not no. That ball's kind of sawed off to right, and it's going to fall between Bar-Eyes and Westfall, and it is going to bounce past Westfall. They're going to send the runners that are going to each score, and Camp Point Central all of a sudden leads 5-3.
Yeah, that's one of those you got to hit the cutoff. I think we hold that runner at third if the ball just comes back in.
Fouled off. 4 strike 1 by Allison. Raisley Allison. That is grounded foul by Braisley Allison for strike 2.
The wind is really causing problems for that book. Remember we talked
Absolutely.
about bringing a clip.
Yeah, it would have been a good idea. Braisley Allison behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sophie's 6th strikeout. Bring in Ella Vinverlow. 2 outs, runner on third. She'll take ball 1 low. And that work that Western did in the bottom of the third, they're going to have to turn around and do it again if they want to get back in it. Vinverlow takes about the exact same pitch. Low for ball 2. (2-0). Up, ball 3. Coach says green light. We'll see if that's the case, if it's close for Ella Vinverlow. So it was the case. She chases ball 4. Three ball, 1 strike count. Fouled back. Sophie battled to even the count. Three balls and 2 strikes to count. Low, ball 4.
She's just going to take a quick. Oh, girls.
Oh, and disaster strikes.
What a nice piece of coaching down there at third base to create that.
I was not paying attention. All of a sudden I heard, and she's going to just round it.
So you're allowed to run, you're allowed to you are allowed to round, and you're allowed to stop once. And then after that, you have to pick your spot. She chose to go right back to first base.
Camp Point, 4 runs of their own here in the 4th. Sophie Kramberg takes ball 1 low. If Kramberg can reach, Camp Point will bat around in the top of the 4th. Kramberg will hit that one to McMullen. She's unable to come up with it, and that will be an E5, and they will, in fact, bat around.
The third air now for Western.
Mounting up quickly. Fouled out of play by McKinley Rittenhouse, that is, sorry. Good play by Reese to keep that in front. Couple of bike riders showing up out there in right field. 1-1 pitch, swung and miss. Strike 2. One, 2. Rittenhouse is going to hit that one. Barr is unable to come up with the backhand play. It will sneak into center. They're going to send the runner, and that runner will score as well.
Makes it 7-3.
Wind coming out of the sails for Western. As we will see Gracie Giles, who led off the inning with a strikeout, come back to bat, which is hard to believe that an inning that started like that. And here comes a play from McClay. She's unable to field it cleanly, and another Western error.
That is 4 errors now here this inning, Reese. We got
3 in a row.
Bases loaded.
spot here. You wonder if Western might try to calm their.
And not what you want to see here. The Stevens girls. We got one in the
God,
box.
they
And one on deck.
They just got up.
Yeah.
Weren't they just up?
One of them hit a triple this inning. The other one's due.
Now Stevens got a chance to bust this game open. Take ball one just low. Sophie telling her outfielders to move over a little bit. Swung at and missed by Allie. And if you're Sophie here, this is a tough spot. 3 straight errors. You've given chances to get out of this inning. 4 total in the inning, and 1-1. Allie swings and misses, strike 2. Allie Stevens has tripled and walked. She scored in the latter appearance. That was earlier this inning. 1-2 pitch coming. Off speed, she'll hit that one to McMullen. Throw across the diamond to Dixon. A great job by Lexi to rebound and minimize the damage on the 5-3 putout. Camp Point Central scores 5 runs. They lead Western 7-3.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
Briley Westfall to lead off the bottom of the 4th. She singled her first time up, takes ball 1 low. Next one to her. She'll go around that to second. Muffed, picked up, and the play is made there at second base. It's McKinley Rittenhouse there at second.
Got to get some base runners here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you want to get someone here for the top of the lineup coming up. Taken low and in for ball 1 by Alyssa. She'll swing and miss at that for strike 2. One ball, 1 strike. Low, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. ball 4. That'll be a 1-out walk. That's a great recipe to come back. If they're going to walk, you take it.
Yeah, you got the right group coming here.
Reese has struck out swinging and popped out to left. Show bunt pulled back. Alyssa will get down to second, head first slide. She's in safely.
Nice little slide there.
Slide on that turf and just watch yourself go. Inside, that's going to get past Allie Stevens and allow Alyssa to advance to third. So a walk, a stolen base, and a wild pitch. Western in business. Two-0 pitch to Reese. Taken for strike 1.
Pretty good take for Reese, as we've seen, Emma walk Alyssa and kind of lost her command there just a little bit.
All that space in right center. 2-1 pitch. Bushmeyer will hit that one into right. That's going to be an RBI single for Reese. Nice hit from the freshman. And the walk comes back to bite Central. Here's White. 1 out, Bushmeyer on first.
I got to think they're going to turn Reese loose as well.
Still have White bunt here. We'll see. Do just that. That's going to be a infield single on the bunt from White. Western loves to bunt Lauren White. It works out, but if I was Lauren, I would have said, I just hit a triple, coach. Let me swing.
Let me swing. Good piece of hitting there from Lauren. That'll bring up Brinley McQuay. She hit the ball hard last time.
Very much so. Good candidate to hit one hard. Off the glove of Emma Stevens, and that's going to get all the way to center. Here comes Bushmeyer to score. White is into third. And that double from Brinley, all of a sudden, Western in business of their own.
And we'll take a second look at that one on the Sullivan Auctioneer Instant Replay. John and Rodney Barham, your local representatives. If you are interested in buying or selling real estate, give one of them a call.
She smoked that one.
They check on Emma real quick.
Look, I think they just caught her glove. And what was once a 7-3 deficit, all of a sudden the tying runs on second. Sophie to bat, trying to help herself out, and that one rolls in for ball 1. Western with 3 hits and a walk here. Taking low, ball 2. That's going to roll in as well, and Stevens has really started to lose some command.
Yeah, we've seen her struggle here just a little bit. She's at 79 pitches now on the day.
And who would they turn to most likely?
Allie Honer.
Allie Honer.
She has thrown 5 innings, and then Allison has thrown 2 2/3. Outside of that, it's been all Emma Stevens so far this season, as that loads the bases.
Brings in Allison Woods, who has found herself in so many big spots this year and has time and time again come through. Another chance here.
Last time flew out to deep center, didn't she? Was that her?
Yes, the sac fly.
Sac fly.
First one she sees, and Stevens has rolled about 4 of her last 5 pitches.
Yeah, and surely, Allie's a pretty smart kid. She's probably going to be kind of taken here. We'll get a timeout. Coaches meeting at the mound, and we'll step away as well. Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Call or text 217-214-3423 or visit adams.net today to join the winning team.
After that 1-ball, no strike mound visit, we're ready to play again here. Allison goes a swinging at that first pitch. She said, I think her thought process was they had a meeting at the mound, tell her to come out here and throw a strike. I'm going to be ready for that.
I think that one was high. I think she chased.
Yeah, I would agree with that. See if that gets Stevens
dialed back in.
Allie's going to hit that one to second. No play there.
And they're going to, McQuaid's going to round off.
Smart base running.
Oh, they're going to have Allison hung out for first. And
get lucky there. Not really sure what happened there, but it worked.
Wildcats are going to score 2 on the E4.
Yeah, that was quite the play, but it worked out.
Yeah, should have been a fielder's choice. She should have went to first with it, probably.
Yeah, I would say.
Chose to go to second. Shortstop wasn't there. And Sophie just beat it out. You got to love listening to Coach Renniger down there. He's always yelling, beat it out, beat it out.
No matter if it's a line drive to first
or
what.
a bunt, it doesn't matter. Just run hard. We are knotted at 7. That's going to allow the runners to advance. Renniker takes third. Woods up to second. Runners in scoring position. Only 1 out here for Dixon. Got a 1-1 count here on Emma. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, that is correct. And if Emma avoids a double play, Western will bat around here, do their own here in the 4th. Dixon will pop that one up to the second baseman Rittenhouse. She'll make the play and hold the runners at second and third for Ava Fessler. Big pitch there by Stevens. Birthday girl, big time birthday hit. I can feel it. I can feel it in the bones. First pitch to Ava, up above the zone. She'll chase strike 1. A 1 to her. She'll foul that back behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Ava. Woods at second, Renniker at third. Fessler will pop that one up. And the play is made out there in right field by Ashlyn Mace. Made it look quite easy, but that will retire the Western side. Not before they score 4 runs of their own and tie the game at 7.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Here's Emma Stevens, lead off the frame. Takes ball 1 here in the 5th inning. Big hack out of her, strike 1.
Talked about this a little early on. Of course, you know, Cane Point's only played 5 games, but in 13 at-bats, Emma Stevens is batting .538. She is a tough out.
Getting the job done. Ball 2, low.
She's patient. She's drawn 7 walks in the 20 total plate appearances.
Takes it low, ball 3. One of the slower moving games we've had this year is it's 5:50, 6:50 on the East Coast. Ball 4 to Emma Stevens, and not what Western wants to do after that big inning. There's Ashlyn Mace. She laid down that bunt single her last time up. Low, ball 1.
Just kind of like how we saw Emma in the top of the 5th lose a little control. We're seeing Soph struggle a little bit here to find the zone. She just tops the 100 pitch mark. She's sitting at 104.
It's going to get to the backstop and allow Emma Stevens to advance to second. Two balls, no strikes. Taken up, ball 3, and like you said, Sophie lost quite a bit of control here. And again, we hear the coach say, green light 3-0. Taking strike 1, good pitch from Sophie. Three ball, 1 strike count. Taking low, ball 4, another walk.
We're going to get a timeout here. Just coming out to talk to Sophie. We'll step away one time as well. Be right back here with you. Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Call or text 217-214-3423 or visit adams.net today to join the winning team.
Eight-hole hitter Gwen Houston to bat. She'll take ball 1 low. Some games move at a snail's pace. This game's moving at a hermit crab's pace.
This one is extremely slow.
Houston's going to hit that one foul. A good bat on it, but foul.
Might have done Sophie a favor there just to swing at 1 and get things going again.
Off speed pitch. White's going to come in. She's got a long ways to go, and she makes the catch. I think she misread it at first there, but quickly readjusts.
Another nice play from Lauren. For out number 1, that's a big out here for the Wildcats.
And to get Gwen Houston, too, who's put bat to ball each time. Braisley Allison, 4-hole hitter. Chases that, strike 1. Could be a big spot if Western can hold Central scoreless here after they had first and second with nobody out. Upstairs, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Low, ball 2.
Pretty close pitch there.
Yeah, we've seen some low strikes called so far. Taken out, ball 3. 3 ball, 1 strike count. Darn book. Ball 4 up. 3rd walk of the inning.
You know, we saw Honer warming up there in the top of the 5th. It'll be interesting to see if we see Lauren White warm up here after this inning completes.
Yes, I would agree with you. Sophie's thrown a lot of pitches, and I believe she pitched granted, that was a week ago, but I believe she pitched the Greenfield game as well.
Yes, she did.
First pitch strike. Oh, nice play by Emma. She'll come home and get the force play. Nice play out of Emma. Western's going to turn, and I'm not really sure what we're doing there.
Well, we're throwing the ball around again a little bit there, Reese. See that out of Western a lot. That's got to go right back to the pitcher.
Yes.
Base runners can't move that way.
Camp Point has been aggressive and works out for them there. They jump back in front, 8-7. Big swing out of Cranberg, strike 1.
Camp Point regains the lead here, top of the 5th inning. And Reese Bushmeyer is going to throw out the runner who's kind of got off on a delayed steal there just a little bit. And that'll end the top of the 5th. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats trail by 1.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Gully and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
Briley to lead off the 5th here. She led off the 4th. Grounded out to 2nd at beginning for Western. She takes ball 1 up as Emma Stevens still pitching. Briley is also singled to this point. Take strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barrise and Bushmeyer do up as well this inning. Bouncing ball. 2.
Emma Stevens, 91 pitches so far. Was very efficient through 4. That 5th inning, or no, the 4th inning, I guess. Yeah, very efficient through 3.
Again, struggling to find that command. We'll see what the leash is for her. Like you said, Allie Honer was warming up, but not anymore.
We've got Lauren White warming up down here in the left field foul area. And I would think that this is a good spot to bring Lauren in.
I would say,
Let her have the 6th, 7th inning and see how I did that for you.
You can't see my eyes, but I raised my eyebrows by my sunglasses.
I see you smile.
3 ball, 2 strikes to Briley. She'll swing and miss. Strike 3. Brings in Alyssa. Alyssa has struck out and walked, scoring a run. First one she sees from Emma Stevens. She'll show butt. Lays down a beauty. Long throw from Allie Stevens. She's going to throw that into right field, and that's going to get all the way past the right fielder. Alyssa's going to take second. She's going to take third as well. Bad throw into the cutoff. Here comes Alyssa. Oh, my. I thought here comes Alyssa, but good play by the left fielder to be.
Yeah, I don't think they had her on the bunt anyway.
No, that's going to be a single and an E2. Nice. I mean, that bunt just rolled right in front of the batter's box.
Yeah.
And
our turf's, the paint's kind of went away, but where that little red circle would have been right out in front of home plate, it stayed right there.
Here's Reese, runner in scoring position. Takes strike one down main.
Good opportunity to plate the tying run here.
How about that and an additional one? Hit kind of a nub shot, but that's going to work out. Reese is on first with a Afton.
Yeah, E3 there. I actually think if the second baseman would have covered there, they would have got, even after the bobble, she still gets her, but after the bobble, not enough time for her to get back to the bag. And we've got another Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it as well. Be right back with you.
Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Call or text 217-214-3423 or visit adams.net today to join the winning team.
Lauren White to bat as Central has stuck with Emma Stevens. She shows bunt, pulls back, called strike one. Western has used their speed to their advantage up to this point. A couple of bunt singles and extra bases taken. 8-8, bottom five. Bushmeyer at first. Off speed. Does not get there. Reese trying to bait a throw down. Not going to work. One ball, one strike to Lauren. Oh, called strike two up at the eyes of Lauren. On deck is McCoy, who is 3 for 3 on the night. White, 1 for 2 herself, having scored 2 runs. 1-2 pitch to her. She'll hit that one into the right center gap, and it's going to roll for days. Reese is going to round second. She's going to round third. Here's Lauren rounding second as well. There is no cutoff. Reese scores easily. Lauren's into third with another triple, her second of the night.
That's a stand-up triple, Reese. That was a nice piece of hitting from Lauren White.
And all that space out there in right center goes Western's way.
And you know what? They go right back to it. It's another big gap out there.
The right field's really playing close to the line out there. Ashlyn Mace, that is. Here's McCoy, 3 for 3. Fouled out of play. Oh, 1 to Brindley. Take it in, ball 1. We are past 7 on the East Coast here, and we're on pace to be here till 8. And I'm not going to tell you if I mean Eastern or Central time. 1-1 to Brindley. 2-1 to Brindley.
We don't really keep track of lead changes much in softball, Reese, but we've had a lot of back and forth here.
Yeah, I think I got 4. Hopefully no more. 2-1 coming to Brindley. So extend her arms for that one. It's going to work out on another infield hit for Western. Brindley's 4th hit of the night. Kind of a jam shot there almost. She reached her hands out, just got enough of the barrel on it, and allowed the Speedy White to score. And that's one of those where you can't point. You're like, really? What are we supposed to do about that?
Yeah, that's tough. Tough spot. I think if Stevens comes up just firing to first, she might get her, but that's about it.
And Houston's going to muff that one, and Camp Point having their own trouble in the field here at the bottom of the frame. An E6 on Gwen Houston. Here is Allison Woods. God, isn't it crazy how she just always finds herself in these spots?
Yeah, great spot. We need one pass ball just to move the runners around, get Reneker into scoring position as well.
Thinking low, ball 1.
The errors are really piling up here for both teams. We saw Western really struggle early.
But yeah, that's the 3rd of the inning here for Camp Point Central. Woods is going to hit that one, and that's destined for the right. Oh, what a play. Gwen Giles comes over to make it. She'll come up firing.
And a great throw down to 3rd.
Sure was. I thought that was going to get down, and Gwen Giles just came out of nowhere and made that play.
Two down, runners 1st and 3rd. You got to assume Rennick will be on the move here with Dixon coming up to bat.
Emma is 1 for 3. 2 pop outs and a single. She'll hit that one, make that 2 for 4, as that's over the head of the second baseman and into right field. Reneker's just going to keep. Oh, I thought she was going to keep going. Good decision there.
Make them make that throw. Nice hit from Dixon.
Brings in Ava Fessler. And that muff just about costed Camp Point a run out there in right center. Here's Ava Fessler. 0 for 3 on the night. Looking for a big base knock called strike 1 in the inside corner. Camp Point's going to call time, and I think they've got some type of.
Yeah, they're running a play here if Dixon takes off for second.
Going to sneak past Allie Stevens, allows Sophie to score easily. Western up 12-8.
Biggest lead here for the Wildcats so far. I think Camp Point led by 4 at one point.
And Ava's going to flare that one to second, where it is caught by McKinley Rittenhouse for out number 3. Western a big-time answer there. They lead 12-8 going to the 6th.
The Western YMCA is here to support you with programs for all ages and 24-hour access to keep our community strong. We're proud to support you and the Western Wildcats.
McKinley Rittenhouse leading off the 6th. That's what I meant. I knew I was going to make that mistake. It's Sophie Cranberg because the runner was thrown out.
That is
while
right.
Cranberg was up to bat. Nonetheless, she took ball 1. Ball 2. What's that?
Reneker now tops the 120 pitch mark.
Afton, you ever heard that song by, it's called Rude, I believe it's by Magic. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Strike 1.
I should have hit the mute button on you.
Well, you guys are all welcome, all 22 people.
There will be a whole lot more people than that watch.
Strike 2. I still don't know if she knows the song I'm talking about, though. Have you ever heard it? I won't sing it, but why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? I mean, I can sing it again if anybody would like. Counts 2-2 here on Sophie Cranberg. Sophie Reneker nearly wins the Battle of Sophies, and I am now mad at myself because it's the 6th inning, and I'm just now realizing that I could have been punting the Battle of Sophies all night. Loser changes their name to Sophia. Deal? What do we think?
I like it. You'll call Sophia tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll let you know how that goes.
If she loses. And I bet it'll go over real well.
Yeah, absolutely, as with everything. I accidentally called her Sophia one time before, and as you can imagine, it did not go over well. She told me she hated that name. So, 2 ball, 2 strike count here on Sophie Cranberg. Sophie Reneker wins the battle. Now here is McKinley Rittenhouse. She'll show butt. She will do just that. Wrong person to butt to. Sophie fields it. Throw to first. Alyssa's there. That one was
nice quick out.
Easy.
Brings up Giles. She's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts on the day.
She has also reached on an E6. Takes a big hack for strike 1. Ball 1 pitch. Low and in, ball 1. Popped out of play. And into the back of my grandpa's truck. Love that. I don't think he has any idea.
Nope, not a clue.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung at and missed by Gracie Giles, and Sophie records all 3 outs on her own and preserves that 12-8 Western lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Western in control.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
All right, back here with you. Bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Westfall, Bar Eyes, Bushmeyer due up. These Lady Wildcats are back in action this Saturday night. It's a 6 o'clock start time here at home under the lights, or eventually
Rain permitting.
Rain permitting, of course.
Sounds like we need to say that with the forecast luck. Westfall's going to foul that back, strike one.
Should be a lot of fun if, obviously, rain permitting. We're going to have a Friday night game down in Kinderhook as the boys,
rain permitting,
take on or host the Beardstown Tigers. And that should be a fun one as well.
A one to Briley up above the zone, ball one.
Honer's into pitch. You might have said that. Emma Stevens is over at second base now.
Westfall fouls that back, strike two. And I don't mean to root against Briley here, but the past 2 innings, Briley has gotten out, and then we proceeded to score at least 4 runs. So Briley, just know it's not the worst case scenario here. But I would prefer if she gets on. She'll pop that up onto the Western dugout.
That's going to get out of play, yeah.
I like the hustle, though. Briley was halfway to second. She was ready for a big gust to push that ball back in. And about gets hit by the ball.
She about wore that one.
She should try to sell that if she did get hit there. Like, oh, I got hit. I pitch, take my base. 1-2. She'll pop that up. 2. Oh, no play made. Emma Stevens tries to get in the way of the new second baseman, Sophie Kramberg.
New shortstop.
New shortstop. That's what I meant, but I was correct when I said new.
And that's going to be recorded as an... I think it's a hit. Nobody touched it.
Yeah, nobody did touch it.
I mean, that's how they're going to score at most places. All right, shows bunt. She'll pull back, but it will be strike one.
And I think the not having sunglasses hurt Emma Stevens on that one. Battling with the sun out there at second right now. Alyssa grounds that foul of third.
0-2 count here. Riley is getting her exercise in. She was rounded second base that time.
2-pitch to Alyssa. Because softball's a funny game. It goes right to the exact same spot. This time Kramberg takes control and records the out. I always like the quick scouting report the girls give each other as they come off the field. That one from Alyssa was slower than the last one. Here's Bushmeyer. Takes strike one. Reese is 1 for 4 and scored 2 runs. Her last 2 plate appearances, she reached on a single and an E3. Popped out of play. Behind 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch coming to Reese. Low, ball one. Western 3 outs away from victory. I can smell the grilled chicken calling my name. 1-2 coming to Reese. Fouls that back. Stays alive. Somebody cue Bon Jovi. Isn't that who sings Staying Alive? Bon Jovi?
I have no idea, Reese.
Af
probably does know, though.
Does she need me to sing it for her to understand it better?
I'm going to mute you if you do.
1-2 to Bushmeyer, up and away. Sorry, it's been a long game. I'm just trying to make the
It's
time
actually,
go by here.
you know, that Greenfield game went at like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And it felt like it, too.
This one.
It's closing in on the 2-hour mark. Bushmeyer's going to pop that back. And between Braisley Allison, the first baseman, and I believe that's Gracie Giles catching now. Okay. Got confirmation from the book. Two coming to Reese. She'll hit that one.
Same spot.
Exact same spot. All three have been hit to the exact same spot. Here's White. She started the game with a strikeout, then she tripled, then she singled, then she said, I'll triple again. And all 3 times she's been on base, she's decided to round them all and score. Big swing out of her. That's popped to center. I'm not sure who's in center anymore, but it's no problem for the new center fielder for out number 3. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Western leads 12-8. Camp Point needs at least 4 to keep the game going.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
Here is Lolo Johnson, the pinch hitter for Allie Stevens. She'll swing at strike 1 to get us underway here in the 7th. 3 quick outs for Western would be ideal. Swung at and missed, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Would have hit Tony McMullen had there not been a fence, and Tony was not ready. He must be watching a funny video right now. 1-2 pitch. Just low, ball 2. Fouled off by Johnson. Count stays even. Wildcat Beach has 3 inhabitants out there. It'd be Asher Guthrie, Corbin Foss, and Ryan Duncan. If my eyes don't deceive me, Johnson fouls another one off. Pitch to Johnson, off speed, dropped. Reese will have the throw down to first. No problem for her, almost more of a problem for Emma looking straight into the sun.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Emma. Emma kind of shakes her head like, man, good thing I was wearing a face mask.
Yeah, Reese shot put that right into her glove. Lineup turns over for the 5th time for the Lady Panthers. Emma Stevens to bat. She hits the first one she sees high in the air to Westfall, who comes in, then goes back, unable to come up with it. And there's the speedy White behind her. She'll come up firing. I don't think she looked to see where she was throwing. She just turned and threw.
Turned and threw. Got it in. Holds Emma to a double.
That throw was that throw.
The farther the throw went, the worse it got.
Yeah, it ended up about to Allison.
Yeah.
Oh, Lauren's great. Here's Ashlyn Mace. Slap bunter. Nice play by Rishi. No look, that one into her glove. Kind of rolled in there. "1-0 is the count. Mace hits that one to a charging McQuay. Good play, comes up firing. They're going to call her out. And we'll see if there might be an appeal from Camp Point. Very close play that goes in the favor of Western. Wow. But I'm the last one to complain.
It was a pretty close play.
Very close. Gwen Houston, the last hope for the Lady Panthers, and based on that swing she just took, you would have thought it was a 2-run game with her life on the line. Next one. Stout. Good frame job by Bushmeyer. One coming. Up. Ball 2. One. Fouled out of play. Western 1 pitch away from moving to 5-3 on the young but yet old season. As like we said earlier, we're 6 weeks in, but due to weather, it's hard to play games early. But that schedule is really going to pick up here for Western as they move into the middle part of the season here. Gwen Houston swings and misses for strike 3. Western is going to come away victorious 12-8 in a crazy game, specifically in the 4th and 5th innings.
A very crazy one, Reese. We're going to keep it right here. We'll give you guys some stats, wrap this one up, give you the Berry Dental Care player of the game. First, for Cam Point, they score 8 runs on 8 hits, and they had 5 fielding errors. Emma Stevens had 2 hits, Gwen Houston with 2, Mace had a hit, Allison had a hit, Cranberg had a hit, and Allie Stevens had 1 hit. In the circle, Emma Stevens went 5 innings. She gave up 13 hits, 12 runs. Honer come in there in that top of that bottom of the 6th, and she pitched a nice inning.
Nice inning. A lot of soft contact she induced.
Yeah, right to the same spot every time. On the other side, for the Wildcats, they're going to score 12 runs on 14 hits. They had 5 fielding errors as well. I think 4 of them there in that big inning for Cam Point, which was the 4th inning. Bushmeyer had a hit. Lauren White with 3 hits. McQuay had 4 hits. Reniker had a hit. Dixon had 2 hits. Westfall had 2 hits. And Alyssa Barres with 1.
I said Western had a lot of hits.
Reniker went all 7 innings. She gave up 8 hits, 8 runs, 4 of them earned. She gave up 7 walks, struck out 9. Got anything else good to say here before we name it?
No, let's name a Berry Dental Care player of the game.
Berry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
All right, Reese, what do you think?
Your Berry Dental Care player of the game for tonight's 12-8 victory over Camp Point Central will be Brinley McQuay. Big night from her at the plate. She goes 4 for 4. A single in the first, a double in the 3rd and 4th innings, and then a single again in the 5th inning. Great night from her. She scored 3 runs as well. But really, while Brinley's our Berry Dental Care player of the game, the whole offense.
The whole offense. Everybody chipped in. Brinley had 3 RBIs. Allison Woods ended up with 3. Didn't get a hit. Didn't record a hit. She goes 0 for 4, but she has 3 RBIs and really had some of the better timely hitting. I like Lauren White. She goes 3 for 5. She scores 3 times, has an RBI, but a little bit of defense in the outfield
and
when it's needed.
Her speed always makes an impact, too, on the base. It's just putting the ball in play. We see her lay down some bunts, and
absolutely.
I mean, that ball, those 2 that rolled to the wall, you weren't throwing her out. Lucky they weren't inside the parkers.
Right. So congratulations, Brinley McQuay. She'll be our Berry Dental Care player of the game. All right, weather pending, we'll be back with you Friday night when the boys host Beardstown down in Kinderhook. And the girls have Triopia here Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, and that should be a fun one under the lights. Thanks for watching. For Anthony Barres, Reese Dunker. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you guys later this week.